All right, we're going to do some fun rapid fire.
Fun rapid fire.
With Josh Whitman here, Illinois Athletic Director. When's the alarm go off for the morning workout, Josh?
Depends on the day. Depends on what time I got to bed the night before, but usually sometime between 4:30 and 5:30.
How long does that workout last?
90 minutes usually.
What's playing on the headphones?
I'm not a headphones guy. Usually I do different things, but I usually have the TV on. I'll watch the news. I'll catch some Sports Center, and then usually I'll transition to some sort of country music television.
Outside of Illinois, who is your favorite athlete?
Growing up, it was Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, for people my vintage, I think that's a pretty common answer, but he was
Right
he was unlike anybody I've ever seen.
Movie that Shawshanks you. Do you know what the Shawshank term means?
No.
If it's on TV, it shows up. You can't not turn it off. I know you are strapped for time, but is
A Few Good Men. Love it.
That's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, A Few Good Men. The Town. Have you ever seen The Town?
I love The Town. Whose car are we taking?
Yeah, that's right. Forgetting Sarah Marsh. What is it about Few Good Men? Who's the best acting performance in that movie?
Well, the best acting performance is Nicholson for sure. But Cruise is really good. I think I wish Tom Cruise would get back to doing more like dramatic film. Right, he's all action now, which is cool. But I think he's really good at the dramatic stuff, and he just hasn't done as much of it.
What is your favorite spot on campus?
The quad. If I'm going to go out for a jog and I really want to experience campus, I always make sure my loop runs through the quad.
What is your favorite show that you have to watch with your kids?
Bluey.
Man after my heart.
That's right.
What's your favorite Bluey character?
Oh, now you're testing me.
Now we're going.
Now you're testing. I don't even know all their names, but the dad for sure.
Yeah.
I relate well to the dad.
Any books you're reading with your kids?
Well, we're reading. We are into the Harry Potter series with our daughter Tate, and then we're getting into some older sports books with my son. So my mom was a librarian for decades, and for years she would set aside old children's sports books as they went out of circulation. So she had built this whole collection of probably 100 kids sports books that were written in the 1960s, and so we're working through some of those right now.
Is there a favorite football venue in the Big Ten outside of Memorial Stadium for you?
I will say this: we are fortunate in the Big Ten to have some incredible stadiums. You've been to all of them. I think that my personal favorite is probably Ohio State.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it about the shoe?
I appreciate the scale of it. I know everybody likes to talk about the big house. I think Ohio State's stadiums, because of the double deck and the horseshoe end of it, I think it just has more presence to it, and I think it captures the sound a lot more than Michigan Stadium, where everything kind of raises up. But each stadium has its own character. Like I really like Iowa. There's nothing like how close the fans are at Iowa. I really like Nebraska. It's hard to beat their tradition and just a lot of the things they do during the game.
I was going to say the Big Ten West, RIP to the Big Ten West. Minnesota's a really good one. I thought the West was.
Minnesota's great. I'm excited this year to go to Oregon. I've been to their stadium, but never for a game. So I think the four new schools out there each bring, obviously, you got the Rose Bowl, you got the Coliseum. With Husky Stadium, you've got the stadium right there on the water. So it's we're fortunate. We've got a lot of great venues in this conference, and enjoy going to all of them. I enjoy the right word. I appreciate the chance to play in all of them.
What is your favorite sport to watch?
Oh, now I'm like picking between children. I can't do that. I feel fortunate every day I get a chance to go out and watch one of our teams compete.
And last one for you. I know every time the Big Ten commissioner job opens up, Josh, people have a sigh of relief once you aren't hired. So I want to ask you, I know you want to be here. This is your dream job, but do you have any ambitions beyond in college athletics?
I have lots of ambitions, but right now all those ambitions are focused on trying to make the University of Illinois the best it can be. I have said this before. It's a job that I've always coveted, and I feel fortunate to have a chance to sit in it and to do it. And been blessed with an administration here who trusts me, believes in what we're doing. And obviously we're settled in now with our family, and we're fortunate to have a great collection of friends, and I think it's just a really dynamic staff, and it feels like we're starting to really get momentum. You think about over the last 6 weeks, we won 3 Big Ten titles. We won the WBIT championship. We've got a couple more opportunities here. We got a baseball team in first place. We got a men's golf team that knows its way around the Big Ten championship scene as well. And we got a track and field program that is setting program records every time they go out and compete. And so there's a lot that's happening right now. And the great thing about what I do is that it constantly regenerates itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you always have new groups of student athletes. You always have more money to raise. You always have more facilities projects to undertake. You've always got coaches to support. And so there's just continual change, and it keeps it fresh. It keeps it interesting. Now getting a little more involved in some of the governance work, both at the Big Ten and the NC2A, is certainly interesting for me, and to have a chance to have some voice and some influence at this really critical moment in the history of college athletics is exciting and fulfilling. So I don't know what the future holds down the road, but I know that right now there is a full plate in front of me, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
It's a fun place to be, though, isn't it? When you feel enthused every day and you get to put your handprints on that. Like I get that. That's a good place to be, I would imagine.
It is. You know, I remember my mom retired from teaching after 41 years, and I was able to go to a reception that they hosted for her the day that she left school for the last time. And I've just always remembered, she said, you know, I never went to work. I just always came to school. And I feel kind of the same way. I get to come to school every day, and I get to work with really talented, motivated people, people who have high aspirations and shared values. And we put a lot of work and energy into getting us to where we are, and we have a lot more in front of us, but it's nice to have some momentum. It's nice to have some positive energy, and I think we're really well positioned with the team of people we've been able to assemble to see this continue for a good while now.
Josh Whitman, thanks for playing along.
Thank you.